Yo, peace was good. Welcome to the show, my CD collection. This is part 132. Um, I'm gonna call this joint. I'm gonna call this episode the Goodwill R&B edition because all these CDs I got were from Goodwill. I bought these back in last June. So just had to throw it out there. Yeah, so this might be my last CD collection for a while until I get some CDs and stuff like that. I want to focus more on doing reviews and things like that until I get some like stuff. And like I told you in the last video, like the stores that I went to that I used to go to, they went out of business, and so kind of sucks. But but doesn't mean I'm gonna stop making them. But this is like for a while. I want to focus more on reviews, so and that kind of thing. So, but you never know what the time will come. But I'll definitely be doing it. Don't get it twisted. But you know what? Let's start with the first CD. First CD I'm going to talk about is Usher with his third album, A701, released in 2001. The significance of the title A701 comes from the release date that it came out on, August 7th, 2001. That's number one. Number two was the 87 was actually the year 1987 is when he first started singing. Because he was brought up in the church and that kind of thing, so that's when he started singing and things like that. So that's when, and then '01 being like the year it came out on the release date. But anyways, yeah, dope album. There's a couple of singles that the song was known for. You Remind Me, which was everywhere. You Got It Bad was like the biggest song of the album. You Don't Have to Call, that was pretty dope. Can You Help Me, and I believe U-Turn was a single as well. So the story with this song, yeah, so I already said the story. Standout tracks for me, You Remind Me was pretty dope. I Don't Know featuring Diddy. He went by Pete Diddy at the time, but is Diddy right now. Talk It Out was pretty good. You Got It Bad. Yo, funny story, You Got It Bad. So I was doing some research, and the story with that song You Got It Bad was that at the time him and Jermaine Dupri was working some music, whatever the case may be, and there was this beautiful girl hanging out in the studio, and I remember RZA would say anytime he would work on Wu-Tang songs, he would not allow women in the studio because the women are a distraction. That's a case in point, Usher being a prime example of that. So I guess this girl that he saw that he was madly like attracted to, and like he kind of like was losing, he was distracted from the girl. And then Jermaine Dupri, JD, he saw that and he was kind of like, yo, dude, like let's just call it a day, man. You got it bad, man. Leave that girl alone. And so he got inspired by that, and then he made it about that, that kind of thing. So I thought it was pretty cool. So You Got It Back was pretty good. What's another good song? You Don't Have to Call was pretty dope. How Do I Say and How to Sing. Those are my standout tracks of the album. Pretty dope album. I did show you guys his first album, Usher, the self-titled album that came in '94, because I felt like it's a very slept-on album. It's an album that I don't really hear too many people talk about. Because at that time, that album was actually executive produced by Diddy himself. So it definitely had like that bad boy sound to it. You had, the Hitman, the Hitman, doing some production. Devontae Swing from Jodeci doing some stuff. I'll Be Sure doing some production on the album. So you can't lose with that. You know what I mean? But it didn't really, he didn't really, the album didn't really sell very well. Unfortunately. And then he came out with My Way, which I thought was another dope album. One of my favorite albums from Usher. I used to have the cassette back in the day, back in '97, when it first came out. I thought I had the CD, but I don't. I have to get that. So, My Way was considered to be like his breakthrough album. You know what I mean? It's the album that like really got him noticed. But to me, and then Jermaine Dupri did a bulk of the production of the album. So when it comes to Jermaine Dupri, when it comes to R&B, he excels. Hip hop, not so much. I'm not really too keen on his production. With the exception of Funkified, with The Brat, fire. That's a classic in my opinion. But with this album, I mean, you can't go wrong with, man. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis doing a chunk of the album, you're gonna win. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis got their start with Prince at the time. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with that. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, they do a good chunk of the album production wise, and yeah, you can't win, and I mean, you can't lose with that. You know what I'm saying? But A701 by Usher, released in 2001, dope album. Alright, next album I want to talk about. I'm so glad I got my hands on this album. Let me get a swig of water. Next album, it's Rome, with self-titled album released. Self-titled album released in 1997. I did show you guys his third album that came out in 2001. I forgot the name of it, but this is his first album. Came out in 1997. I fucking love this album. This album goes hard, man. Like, fucking dope. There's 3 singles of the album. The singles are I Belong to You, love that song. Do You Like This, that was a single as well. And Crazy Love, I fucking love Crazy Love. Crazy Love, I love that shit. And then, like, in the hook, where they sampled the Albie Shore song, I forget the name of that song, but they sampled that part, and I thought that was pretty cool, man. To me, standout tracks for me are I Belong to You, Do You Like This, Crazy Love. I love Crazy Love. Crazy Love, production wise, it uses the same sample. It's like you can tell that they played it out. You Can't Turn Me Away, or You Can Turn Me Away, that song by Sylvia Strickland, also known as a sample that was used for Get Money by Junior Mafia. So pretty much they replayed the beat, that kind of thing, and then yeah, it just sounds so dope. I love that shit right there. That was pretty cool. Just Once More, 3 Times, that was pretty good. I Gotta Be Down was pretty dope. Real Love was pretty dope. Feeling Kinda Good. Let Me Come Home. Never Found Another Love Like Mine's. Real Joy in Heaven. I mean, the whole album is fucking dope, man. And it's a shame because I don't really hear too many people talk about this album. This album definitely has like that nighttime vibe, like that, like that, Friday night. You about to go out of town. You just got paid. It's like payday. It's Friday night. It's like around 7 o'clock. You just had a good dinner. You about to get changed. You about to put in your freshest gear. You about to go out. This is that album to play at that time. You know what I mean? Or when you about to get it on in the bedroom. But this definitely has like that Friday night kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But very dope. This is Rome, self-titled album, released in 1997. Dope album. Next album, LSG, Levert, being the late great Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat, and Johnny Gill. LSG, this came out in 1997. This is a fucking dope album, man. This shit goes hard. There are a couple singles of the album. Door Number 1 being one of them. That's a great song. My Body, All the Times, and Curious. Those are the singles of the album. Standout tracks for me are Door Number 1, Round and Round, You Got Me, My Body, All the Times, My Side of the Bed. That shit goes hard. What's another dope one? Curious, that was pretty good. Let Her Play Get His Freak On, that was pretty dope. Love Hurts, Draw Me to Tears, and Where Will We Go? Those are pretty good, man. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with Johnny Gill. You can't go wrong with Gerald Levert. You can't go wrong with Keith Sweat. I mean, you'll never get an album like this ever again in R&B history, especially the way R&B is now. Like, I don't really like it, but it's pretty good, man. It's a pretty good album. Definitely a classic in R&B side of things. You know what I mean? But yeah, Levert, Sweat, and Gill, LSG, released in 1987. Rest in peace to Gerald Levert. Yeah. Alright, next album. We're gonna go with Avant with Private Room. This is released in 2003, I believe. Yeah, 2003. Avant, R&B artist. I don't know where he's from. Don't really know. But I remember when he first came out. Well, I was introduced to him around this time because I didn't know he came out with an album before that. I believe this is his third album. I want to say. Yeah, I don't know too much about Avant, but I remember, seeing his videos, back in the early 2000s and things like that. But yeah, you got some dope joints. You got AV. That was pretty good. Phone Sex was pretty good. Seems to Be, that was pretty good. Everything About You, Read Your Mind. I remember that song, the video for that was pretty cool. Read Your Mind Part 2 was pretty dope. And that's pretty much it. I don't know, this album was okay. It wasn't like all that. Like, it was a production for me. But those songs that I mentioned, those are the songs I like the most. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think a couple of years ago, he was in really bad shape health wise. I know that he suffers from lupus, so I think that was from that he was kind of like, saying like, he was gonna die and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like he's good now. But this was like back in like, I think like 2018, 2019 when this was happening. But glad he made it safe. But yeah, Avant with Private Room, released in 2003. And we got another album from the same year, 2003. Yep. Yeah, 2003. Next album, we're gonna go to Harlem. We're gonna go with Alicia Keys with her second album, The Diary of Keys. Diary of Alicia Keys, released in 2003. Another great album, very fucking dope. I know her first album, Song in A minor. I don't have that. If I do find it, then I'll definitely pick it up. This is a second album. This shit goes hard, man. Got some dope production on this. Really, really love this. This is before she was married to Swiss Beats, so it's before that. You got dope songs like Harlem's Nocturne, which is kind of like an intro. Like, I like the beat for that. That shit goes hard. Karma, fucking love that song. Love the video for that shit. Very dope. I love the part of the video where you have like the subway sign where it would say the name of the stop, but then it says track 4. So I thought that was pretty dope. I've always loved that. Love the video for that shit. That shit goes hard. Karma, like I said before. If I Was Your Woman, Walk On By, that shit was good. That was dope. You Don't Know My Name, fucking love that. Kanye West, he did his thing on the production on that. Love the video for that shit too. Yeah, You Don't Know My Name, like I mentioned before. If I Ain't Got You, that shit goes hard. Diary, that shit goes hard with Tony Tone. That shit goes hard. Wake Up was pretty good. When You Really Love Someone, that shit goes hard. Feeling You, Feeling Me, that was kind of like an interlude, but I like the beat for that. That goes hard. And Samsonite, man, that was pretty good. Pretty good album, man. Pretty dope. Apparently it comes with a DVD. I don't know if this one comes with it. Let's see. Oh, it does. Cool. But yeah, Diary of Alicia Keys, released in 2003. Very dope. Very dope. Love it. I have to get her first song in A minor. I think that's the one with Falling. I keep on falling. I can't say for shit. And then she actually has a remix, I believe, with Busta Rhymes and Rampage, where they sample Wild for the Night, the remix for that. That shit goes hard. I remember hearing that on mixtapes like around 2001, 2002, so around that time. But yeah, Diary of the Alicia Keys by Alicia Keys, released in 2003. So fucking beautiful, man. Gorgeous. Alright, this is the only hip-hop album out of the whole bunch. Everything else, like I said, is R&B, so alright, the next album is, we're gonna go to Queens. I'm gonna go with Ja Rule with The Last Temptation. I believe this is his 4th album. Yeah, his 4th album, released in 2002. Obviously this is like during the time with the whole 50 beef and that kind of thing. Known for singles like Thug Lovin', Mesmerize, The Pledge, Murder Reigns was a single as well. excuse me. Standout tracks for me is Thug Lovin'. I like that song with Bobby Brown. That was a dope song. Pop Niggas was pretty good. The Pledge featuring Ashanti, Ja Rule, Nas, and Tupac uses the same samples of So Many Tears. It's funny because there was rumors that Nas was supposed to sign with Murder Inc., but that wasn't the case. It was just because at the time Nas and Jay-Z was beefing at the time, and Murder Inc., like, Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, just showing love, like, showing their allegiance to Nas, we fuck with you. Even we fuck with Jay, we fuck with you too. And, like, even Nas had an interview, that he said, like, he wasn't signed to, Murder Inc., so that was never gonna happen. He already had his own thing going on, so that was it. But, The Pleasure's pretty dope. Murder Reigns, fucking love that. Uses the same sample, the Africa sample by Toto. Fucking love that song. Love the original. I love that song Africa. That shit goes hard. Love that shit. The self-titled track Last Temptation. Those are songs I like the most. Everything else is kind of wasn't too crazy about. And Chink Santana did a lot of production on this album. So you guys, all for my love and hip hop heads, you guys know who Chink Santana. You guys should know. But he had his hands all over this album. But yeah, kind of changed the sound of Ja Rule at the time. So, but yeah, not his best album, but pretty decent. I'm a fan of his first two, Rule 336 and Venerable Ricci. I also do like the R.E.L.E. album from '04. I gotta get my hands on that. But yeah, The Last Temptation by Ja Rule, released in 2002. All right, now back to the R&B side of things. You got Tyrese with his self-titled album. Tyrese released in 1998. Tyrese, you guys should know him. Jody from Baby Boy, Too Fast, Too Furious, and then the rest of the Fast and the Furious series. But he wasn't on the first one, but from the second one all the way up, he was part of them. Yeah, pretty. This was a pretty decent album. I was never really a fan of Tyrese like that, singing wise. But then again, I never really checked his music. Like, I remember seeing him. Like, I remember my introduction to Tyrese was actually back in 2000 when he dropped the 2000 Watts album. I think that was his second album. I remember seeing posters all over New York with that shit. Like, it was highly anticipated. But this album I don't really know too much about. You know what I mean? But there was some there's not even track listing. It's kind of crazy. But I wrote it down here. The songs that I do like is Tell Me, Sweet Lady, Lately, and I Can't Be On. Those are the songs that kind of stuck out to me. The rest are kind of like, wasn't too fond of it. Like, it was the production for me. Production is everything for me. You know what I mean? Make or break. You know what I mean? For me, beats come first, then the lyrics. That's just me. Depending on the artist. You know what I mean? But I felt it could have been. Oh, the lyrics are here. I mean, the track listing is here. I just realized that. Yeah. But Tyrese was the self-titled album released in 98. Next album, still in the 98 side of things, still in the LA side of things. Brandy with Never Say Never. This was released in 1988. Brandy, you already know, Ray J's sister, Moesha, that kind of thing. My introduction to Brandy was obviously Moesha, this TV show from '96, and I fucking loved that show growing up. That shit goes hard, man. Yeah, man. She came out with her first album, the self-titled album Brandy, which I do need to get my hands on. I don't think I have that. I think I do. I don't know. I have so much fucking albums, hard to keep it. But I'm gonna say I don't have that album. But yeah, Brandy. This is a second album, Never Say Never, released in '98. By this time, she started working with Rodney Darkchild Jenkins, which pretty much ended up becoming like her sole producer. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But yeah, got a lot of singles off this album. The Boy Is Mine with Monica. That song was heavy back in the day. I mean, every fucking girl, that was their anthem at that time. up until when TLC came up with No Scrubs, but before that, The Boy Is Mine. That shit, like, I remember one time I was in 6th grade because this came out in 98. I was 11 years old in 98, and I was in 6th grade. And I remember it was lunchtime. Somebody had a boombox, and somebody was blasting The Boy Is Mine. And everybody went crazy. Everyone was singing that shit. Like, that was dope. That was a dope time. So, like, and it's funny because The Boy Is Mine, Mobb Deep actually used that chorus for the Thug Life Is Mine. Yeah, so I had to throw that out there. So that's where they got that from. Almost Doesn't Count was another single. I think that was it. There was a couple other singles that I remember. I know it was The Boy Is Mine. Almost Doesn't Count was another single. But standout tracks for me, Angel in Disguise, dope joint. The Boy Is Mine, Learn the Hard Way, Almost Doesn't Count, Never Say Never, Have You Ever, Pet That at Everything, Everything I Do, and I Do It For You. Yeah, this is definitely like her breakthrough album because her first album was dope, but I don't think it really got the reach that it was supposed to. You know what I mean? But this is the album that kind of like broke through her album. Definitely her best album. Her first album was like my second favorite, but this album right here goes hard. But yeah, Never Say Never by Brandy, released in 1998. Alright, we got like 4 more. Alright, next album. We got Kelly Price with Mirror Mirror, released in 2000. This is her second album. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Kelly Price, her fine ass, thick as fuck, man. She's always been a beautiful woman, man. But I know some people used to always, clown on her because of her weight, but I always thought she was a pretty woman, man. Yeah. Let me see. What are the singles of the album? I want to say it was, I believe You Should Have Told Me was a single. Not sure. Not really sure. Not really sure of the singles. But the standout tracks for me are At Least the Little Things. I think that was a single, At Least. You Should Have Told Me, She Wants You, 3 Strikes, Married Man, and All I Want Is You. Those are the standout tracks for me. Yeah, pretty good. Decent album, not too bad. She has a very, very nice voice, and like I said, beautiful girl. Yeah, it's cute, man. She's thick, like thick women. So, not SBBW. I don't think she was like that. She was a BBW, but you don't try to say it. But yeah, but Kelly Price with Mirror Mirror, releasing on 2000. And we got 3 more. Next album is, let's see, Anita Baker with Rhythm of Love, which is released in 1994. I remember I used to always see this album in stores back in the day. And I used to always see the posters around the time too. So Anita Baker, you guys should know who she is. Legendary R&B artist from the 80s, up until the 90s. You know what I mean? Let me take that out. Yeah. Yeah, she came out with dope classic songs, dope albums. Matter of fact, I got her album on vinyl. Hold on. I got this album. Let me see. This album right here, Rapture, fire. This is a classic album. My opinion, this is her best album. Fucking love this album. Very good. Good stuff right there. But yeah, getting back to Rhythm of Love. At the time, I believe this is when she was under Elektra Records. You definitely got some dope joints on this album. Love the production on the album. You got songs like the self-titled track Rhythm of Love, that was pretty dope. Baby was a dope joint. I Apologize. Plenty of Room was pretty dope. It's Been You. You Belong to Me, that was pretty dope. Only for a While, and My Funny Valentine, pretty dope joint right here. Yeah, and George Duke does some production on this album. The late great George Duke, rest in peace to him. But yeah, pretty dope album. I really like it. It has a nice sound to it, like kind of like a soul jazz kind of feel to it, but with R&B, kind of like hip hop, not hip hop stuff, but you know what I'm trying to say, like up tempo R&B. Pretty dope. It sold well, but it wasn't promoted right. According to Anita Baker, it was so bad that she actually ended up leaving the record label, and she actually sued Elektra Records for the promotion, lack of promotion, which I thought was kind of weird. Kind of shows you what kind of person she. And then, like, I heard she's not really the nicest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, she hated when artists would sample her stuff. But I think one of the new rappers that came out recently, I want to say it was Vince Staples, that kind of like saved her discography or something. Somebody would know in the comment section. But yeah. Anyways, Anita Baker with Rhythm of Love, released in 1994. Ah yes, the last two. Save the best for last. Save the best for last. All right. Next album. You know what? I'm gonna put this album on top, and I'm gonna save my favorite one of the group of the batch. So now we're gonna go on Bad Boy Records. Both of these from Bad Boy Records. Next album, 112, the self-titled album. Fucking classic album right here, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with 112, man. I mean, this shit goes hard, man. Fucking love this, man. I mean, you got songs like, you got the intro, Now That We're Done was pretty dope. Pleasure and Plain was dope. Call My Name was dope. Come See Me was dope. Can I Touch You? I Can't Believe, that was dope. The Only You, the Bad Boy remix with Biggie and Mace, that was dope. That was dope. The I Will Be There, that was pretty dope. In Love With You, Just a Little While, Why Does, and The Only You, the radio mix with Biggie. Yeah, this shit goes hard, man. This shit is dope. I love this album. Dope shit right here. 112 is self-titled album released in 1996. Last but not least, I fucking adore this album. This album to me is a 5-night classic. It's nothing wrong with this album. I fucking love it, man. Emotional by Carl Thomas, released in 2000. This is a fucking classic. This is a 5-night classic album. I fucking love this album. I mean, come on, man. This got bangers after bangers after bangers. Man, I believe, I want to say I Wish. Yeah, I Wish was a single. No, I'm sorry. Summer Rain was a single. I think I Wish or Emotional was a single. I forgot the name of the song that was. I think it was Emotional. But anyways, Giving You All My Love, fucking love that joint. That was dope. Woke Up in the Morning, Come to Me, Cold Cold World, You Ain't Right, Lady Lay Your Body, Superstar, Summer Rain, Hey Now, and Special Lady, man. Woo! This whole album is fucking dope, man. I fucking love this album, man. Like, even if you're not an R&B head, this is the album you need to get. Trust me. Play this, you clean your house, you with your girl, going for a drive. I mean, special occasions. I mean, any type of occasion, play this album, you'll feel good. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely stay tuned for more videos. Alright? Peace.